down. We have so much to talk about today. So much to talk about.
My bad. Let's not get ridiculous.
I would like to thank Pat Cotter for being our guest gonger this morning and this afternoon. The reason I chose Pat was because we had an amazing event we're going to talk about in just a moment called Shred Fest 2024. And Pat was there and he was welcoming everybody's clients, including his own. And it was a great event. Along with Pat was there, Dina Marcus' team was there. We had all sorts of Focus sponsored. Catherine was there. Who else was there? Everybody. Oh, Krickerbergs. Oh, Lisa's like, I was here. I closed it down. Also, if anyone wants a great bowling game, join Lisa. She's amazing. All right, you guys, we have so much to celebrate today, so much to do. Scott, do you have something to say? Would you like to? Yes, I can scooch. I can't, no scanning. There will be no scanning. All right, are we all ready to scan? Stupid iPhones, so great. Love it. Team Droid. All right. All right, are we ready? Oh boy. Team Droid. There we go. All right, here we go. We're in. We're in. All right. As always, we start with our mission, vision, values. We've got a ton to talk about. We had so much going on this week. Before I dive into some of the things that have already happened, I'm going to invite Tina up front to talk about something that is coming up near and dear to our hearts. Tina, here you go.
Okay, guys, just one final reminder that this Saturday is Funds for a Cure for Cindy Cuss. So if you guys can go, scan the QR code. Cindy was our compliance broker here for many, many years, I think from the inception of KW. Was she here from the beginning, Scott?
Pretty damn close.
Pretty
Yeah,
damn
I
close.
don't know if we had a compliance broker before.
And she, amazing in so many ways. She was part of the Command rollout. If anybody remembers when Command first rolled out, it was horrific. And she, she did all the training on it and she kept us in it and she kept telling us it was going to be great. And here we are today. And she supported us in all of our compliance issues. She was always super calm. I remember her being in our meetings and she'd be like, so we're getting sued again. And we'd be like, what? She's like, don't worry about it. It's okay. She's just so calm all the time and just an overall amazing person. So if you have the opportunity from 12 to 5, go to support her. It's going to be a great event. If you do have any raffle baskets or anything you'd like to donate as a donation, I'd be happy to deliver it if you need me to. So any questions? Hope to see you guys there. Somebody? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tina. One of the things I love about our culture is that, when I talk to agents from across our metro area, I share what a unique and amazing culture this is. And one of the highlights of our culture is that not only do we support our people, like our people are our people, start to finish, right? But we also collaborate in an amazing way, and we're going to talk about some of the results that have come from that. And we give and give and give in the community. We take time away from some of our very, very busy lives to contribute to the community, and that's exactly what happened last week on Thursday. We had multiple sites, and a handful of them panicked with weather. It's Wisconsin spring. There's going to be weather. So I just want to thank everybody in this room for doing a quick pivot into getting to places perhaps they hadn't originally raised their hand for. We had an amazing turnout and an amazing effect across the Milwaukee communities and the Waukesha community. So thank you guys for showing up and showing strong. It makes a difference. And it's always a good reminder, wherever we are, there are people that we can help, right? That's what our experiences are all for. So get out there, find those people who need help, and when you can dive in and connect with a community that does it together, we're all better. So thank you guys for participating in Red Day this year. I really appreciate it. And we also had Shred Fest, which we talked about. This was a great event. It was really exciting to see so many. There was just regular traffic the whole morning. So special thanks to our agents who attended. I know you all shot information out to your clients. Let me tell you, they showed up. If you were not able to participate in person, next time think about it, because there were a lot of really good conversations that were had, not only with clients, but also with your co-broks, your colleagues in this room in terms of kind of how they do business, how they talk to people. Special thanks to Lynn for sponsoring it. And we had a lot of help. The Schmidt Group, who have done this before, and they lent their expertise and their signs for us. So I really appreciate that too. Okay, so whoops, let's go back for just a quick second. I wanted to share one of the things that's happening now that we are getting into spring and summer. One of the things that Keller Williams Milwaukee has done over the past, 5 years, perhaps 4 years, we've brought on an intern to help us with some of our marketing opportunities. And it's become quite a process. This year we had over 30 applicants for the position. And this young woman, Ava Deskalski, shown in the process. She's super excited to be working with us this year. She'll be going to all 4 of our offices. Her job is to support our marketing and communications, which means you guys will be seeing some new pieces that are coming down the pipe, social media assets, physical pieces, whatever we can put on her plate to make us shine. One of the things that we are perhaps a little more humble than we should be is that we don't tell our story very publicly. And we've got a great story to tell. So she's been engaged to help us do that. And her mom works out in the Lake Country office with us. So Jean Jaskolski is an amazing agent who is just burning up the charts. She's doing a great job, and we're expecting no less from her daughter. So if you see Ava walking around here, please welcome her. And if you have projects in the back of your head that we haven't been able to get to, please talk to me or Tina, and we'll see what we can do. Okay. All right. Okay, let's just keep on coming. We've got 2 people to welcome. Jennifer Biro and Tao Doan came and joined our market center this past couple weeks. So we're super excited about that. We've got more announcements to come. So please welcome Jennifer and Tao. And then, dun, 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 we've got some first closings coming. So Zachary Barnes, Kaylee Simic, and Matt Sheehan all had first closings that closed. So today, I've got a little tiny nod in the back of the room from Matt. Like, oh, got it. Okay, so he's back here. Congratulate him for himself. He's oh my gosh. Okay. We have a capper. Dan Callis is capped this month, so that's exciting. Yay. And then we've got some production to go through. So April recognition, this is all for April. So top listings taken, we're hovering right around 2 for our individuals. Nicole Asaki, Dana Lasich, and Terry Lewis, all 3 took 2 listings this month. Team, Ben Murphy Realty and Callis Real Estate, both took 3. Ooh, and then Lifetime and Kierkegaard all took 8. So I see I just did a little first year look up and down. So congratulations, you guys. I love it. That's great. Home run, you guys. I had somebody say, do you ever get tired of the home run report? Absolutely not. This one is the one you want to be on, right? This says that you made some money, you're going to be making money, and you've got money coming, right? So this is it. If you want to be on anything, this is it. Home run, Alfredo, Ben, Brad, Chelsea, Dan, Dana, Ed, JJ, Jeremy, Scott, Matt, Joe, and Jeff, Karen, Carly, Kathy, Laura, Lisa, Liz, Michael, Nate, Nicole, Peter, Ryan, Mark and Sheila, Steph, Taylor, and Terry. Jay, last names, all you go. Congratulations, you guys. Love it. Love it. $1 million month in April. Okay, let's just call this the top 3 a $2 million month. We've heard from, who is it, James Shaw, who said, it's not the market, it's you. These guys have decided it's them and they're taking it. So congratulations, you guys. Jay Baumgartner, Dana Lasich, and Jeremy and Scott, all over 2 million this month. Then a nice long list after that of close to 2 million and over 1. So congratulations. That's awesome. Top close volume in April. Dana leads the way with 2.2 million. Emily, Katie, Terry, Steph, Alan, and Don Ekstrom are all on the board too. Congratulations for top closed volume in April. For team, we've got the Baumgartner Group at 2.3 million, Ben Murphy, whoops, at 1.6, and Pinnacle Group, almost a million. Nice job. Good work. Love it. And then our groups, Lifetime Realty at 4.7, Team Angles at 2.6, Krickelberg Group at 1.8, Team Smith 1.4, Medina, Mindright, and Outdoor Dreams rounding out our list. So congratulations, you guys. I really love that. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Top closed volume year to date. Emily Walzak leads the way with 5.3 million. Katie Ninkovic, 4.8. Terry Lewis, 4.1. Dana, Pat, Steph, Nicole, Catherine, Peter, and John Ekstrom complete the list. That team top close volume for the year, Ben Murphy at 5.8, Baumgartner Group, the Pinnacle Group, and Callis Real Estate. Nice work, you guys. Group top closed volume, Lifetime Realty is 10.4, Mindright is 7.5, Team Angle 7, Level Up 5.6, Krickelberg Group 5.1, Medina, Team Smith, Reliance, rounding out the list. Congratulations. Love it. All right. And here we are, top closed units. Market controls your volume, you control your units, right? I see Michelle checking back here. All looking good. It's all good. Huge shout out to Michelle for putting all this data together for us. Emily leads the pack here at 15. Katie, you're close on her heels at 13.6. Terry Lewis, Dana Lasich, Nicole Lasaki, Steph Sosa, Carly Tatum, Patrick Potter, and Peter Promisberger rounding out the list. Congratulations. Team year-to-date units, Ben 12.15, Pinnacle Group at 11, Baumgartner Group at 10, and then Group Lifetime leads the way at 28, Mindright Realty, 26.92, Team Angles, Medina, Krickelberg, Level Up, and Reliance coming in. Nice work, you guys. Control your units, just go get it, right? We're gonna learn, Charlie's here to give us a little update on the market a little bit later on, and give us some information about how we can maximize our time. I'm going to bring Kathleen up. She's going to do a little marketing update for us.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Super excited to share this with everybody. We have contracted with a new sign installation company called Smart Signs. And I'm going to kind of show you what makes them unique. Now, you do have all your sign installation companies that you regularly used available to you still. However, there's really cool things that Smart Signs does that the competition doesn't, and we want to share that with you. So if you go to our website, our KW Realty MKE website, and go into the Marketing Concierge and go to listings, you'll see Smart Signs is our exclusive preferred company on there. So you'll have all the information you need off the website. They have two different coverage tiers. So they have local coverage, which is going to be Milwaukee, Ozaukee, Waukesha, and Washington counties. And then they have their secondary coverage, which goes a little bit further out from that. So Racine, Walworth, Jefferson, and Sheboygan. And the only difference between the two tiers is the turnaround times. The farther out you go, it might take a little bit longer to get that sign installed. So they say a 2-day turnaround time for that primary coverage versus a 4-day turnaround time for the secondary coverage. The pricing is $80, which includes both the install and the removal. But here's some of the cool things. So you can see from the picture, that's an actual sign installed using our agent, Nancy Brennan, in the TOSA office. She used Smart Signs. So the posts look much different, nicer, sturdier, and you can customize the color of that post. Nope. So the customization is included in like your setup. And we have worked out a deal with them where red, if you wanted to make your signpost red, is exclusive to KW, which is really cool. But if you have some branding for your team or your own personal branding that you want on these signposts, you can work with them to get the signposts customized. And then another really cool thing about them that Lindsay told me this morning is that when they transport your signs around, they actually like put a blanket around it. So the sign panels aren't like bumping in the back of the truck and getting all scratched up by other sign panels. So they're very aware that some agents might want to transition from previous sign companies. They are completely willing to go and pick up your panels from whatever warehouse they're in. And you don't have to feel like you have to give them all your sign panels. So if you want to give Smart Signs 1 or 2 panels, keep the rest with your previous installer. Maybe you use this more for luxury listings versus other listings. You know, you're free to kind of think about how you want to integrate them into your business. Cool. If you go to our website, you're also going to see some examples from other teams in the Milwaukee area, KW teams that are using Smart Signs as well. You can kind of see what their posts look like and what they've done for customers. So yeah, so to get started, you're just going to send them an email. This QR code is going to get you information from our website. It's always available on there as well. Basically, you get an email, you're going to create an account with them, and then there's an app that you download, register as a new agent, and then you can use the app for the installation and removal. Cool. Yes? All right, we love giving you guys options to like beef up your listings, right? Yeah.
They go outside your secondary.
Probably not right now. Maybe future expansion, right?
Two young guys that started this business. They're trying to disrupt it. It doesn't seem that sexy, but trying to figure out ways to add they're scaling through us. We signed on JSG FRG first. And you can see like they chose to customize this code. And look, to be totally honest, and for the right listing, this might be an option for you if you're trying to stand out in a market. It isn't the end all be all. At the same time, we're trying to find different ways to do these.
Heading to an appointment, and I saw, I think, one of the signs, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it was really steep. Yeah, that was awesome.
Kind of like warm up.
Will they put coming soon on, like?
Writers.
That's a good question.
We'll find out. But the other thing that was really important too is like you guys spend a lot of money, invest a lot of money in sign. And when they look, quite frankly, shit, it's scratched and all the other things, like there's a level of care that they're trying to take. It's two young hustlers, so we wanted to and young guys are in their 30s. Yeah, Scott.
I think one thing I've always heard, especially getting companies started, is, you know, other companies, they have the brand of the company as the focus, and it's like easy to recognize. Where it's like, oh, Keller Williams. But if we all made that our sign, like the public would know this. The post, the public. And to have exclusive with red.
Like Nancy's, it's pretty simplistic. She didn't choose any customized colors, but it was just, again, like how do you disrupt something that's very static? The other thing I will tell you that they're working on in the background is we're working with different ways the panel can come to life. Sorry, not the panel, the post. So different lights, different QR codes that you can they'll install the QR code on the post so that someone can snap. Like we're working with these guys through innovation of something that we've disrupted in a while. And we're meeting again with them on Friday. And so we're just kind of rolling this out to our market, and they're rolling out through us. Again, the world is your oyster on what you want to do with posts, but
synchronized Christmas lights.
Yeah.
They should, if we put the solar lights under, that would be a really nice feature, to have a solar strip on each side. They include that. The black, they plug right in.
Yeah, we're helping them think through scale of what's scalable within that business. And then figuring out their service area and making sure that like, we need a post in the ground, we need to make sure that the post is in the ground first. And then let's help them think through iterations of innovation to post that they can do well.
Our
So
days start getting shorter. We got about 2 years.
Hey. Easy.
All right, we don't need that kind of negativity around
Oh.
here, so.
Yeah.
Or that way we don't have to worry about the right time.
Yeah.
Or open house.
working,
That's what we've been doing.
it's an evolution.
And then you get their contact information.
So it's two guys in their 20s who looked at, and we're like, all right, let's like try and make this work.
Are they agents?
No.
And one night.
All right.
All right, so the other reminder, we talked about this in the previous weeks, but we do have updated listing and buyer presentations. So if you're looking to, kind of refresh your branding as far as when you're going on appointments, feel free to request one of these and we'll customize it with your statistics or just Keller Williams statistics and your face and your information and everything. We do have some new 12 direct marketing campaigns available for you. So these are postcards that you can send to your databases. The farmers markets, I think we've talked about that one previously, but we also just released the summer festivals. So, right, they all start in June. So let's go ahead and get those summer festivals sent out to our databases. Should have smart plans. If not, probably by the end of the week, it'll be in there. So, cool. And then last reminder, our social branding boot camp is starting this week. So Thursday at 11 in the innovation office, we're gonna do an introduction to social media marketing and your brand. And then strategically through the next couple of months, each week is gonna be layering on top of that branding conversation. So we'll have special guests throughout the summer. And it's really a workshop style. So we'll have a little bit of content and then you bring your computer and actually work on your branding. So. Cool. Save the date. There is a free headshot and marketing rebranding going on in Oak Creek at the Lakeshore Commons on June 12th. So we'll release more information about getting signed up for that. If you're looking to refresh that profile of yours.
And we are also identifying another date. So if this date doesn't work for you, we will have another one coming in the next week or so.
Great.
Awesome. Thanks. Thanks. Out of trouble.
I need to get a slide with Kathleen's face up there before the marketing stuff. So this went out in an email from GMAR and MLS a week or so ago. Just a reminder to everybody, I know everybody wants to utilize social media to, attract buyers. So even if you don't have a listing, but the thing to keep in mind is without permission, you should not be advertising other brokerages listings. If you have permission, cool, do it. But you cannot advertise other brokerages listings without permission. It's a violation of MLS rules, the code of ethics, and state laws around real estate stuff. It's called data pushing. So just be really cognizant of what you're sharing. If you're at an open house and you're marketing that, like that's a different ball game, but just not sharing listings on social media, we're not advertising without permission. Any questions about that? Okay, cool. And then just a reminder, this is don't have a ton today, but just a reminder that the compliance hotline is where you should call if you have a question. Sometimes Sarah gets individual calls or texts, or I do. Just a reminder that the best way to get a hold of whoever is going to be able to help you that day is to call or text that number. If it's 911, please don't text, please call. Sometimes we use an app and sometimes it's a little bit finicky with pushing text messages. So if it's important, please call. Don't wait for a text message response. Anytime between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. If you don't get an answer, leave a message. We'll give you a call back as as possible. So just a reminder that that's the best way to get a hold of somebody. Yes. Yeah.
Emails, do you guys have a best practice or like one client's email that's being
Nope.
monitored? Okay, just curious, because we sent something through to Sarah yesterday, and she was like, please contact on.
Yeah.
So I
So
just wanted to know.
just
if there
call
was
or
an-
text the compliance line, and whoever's on call will let you know
Okay.
where to send it.
Perfect.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good question. All right, any other questions? Cool. I'll pass it to Charlie.
All right. What's up, group? What up, Nevin? I don't have any games today.
Good time.
All right, so in the spirit of yeah, and I'm done. In the spirit of sharing just success and putting wind in your sails from an April perspective, in 2024, this is not 2023, 2024, PCI earned from this collective group in southeastern Wisconsin is 14 million. Okay. The incredible thing about it is it's up 12% versus last year. And the reason why I share that is it being incredible is despite some uncertainty in our marketplace, rates, what's going on with our industry, this, that, and the other, like being up 12% in GCI is a great challenge. And I have a challenge for you. In a time when a lot of people are questioning commissions, how do you make it a goal of yours to raise your average commission rate? I think a lot of people are considering, oh, how do I protect? How do I preserve? How do I do this? All that. And it's a mindset around like, how do I stop something instead of saying, what would it look like if I created a value proposition that was different that increased my average commission rate? Something to think about. And the reason why I share this number is I think it's incredibly powerful to talk about the economic impact that we have within our communities and what it is that collectively we do as a group in order to move our communities forward with what it is that you do with this PCI. I think it's fantastic. Now, what do you think the most profitable business is? Here's the game for you. Repeat and referral. It invested nothing. Yeah, this is like the call and response portion of team meeting. Call and response. But here's something I would challenge you with. Okay, we talk about how we're in business with the whole person. And what does that whole person look like in terms of your financial picture? What does that whole person look like in terms of your level of activity? What does that relationship look like you have with those that the income you earn, what does it go to do to, okay? Here's something else that's crazy. 2/3 of Americans don't have a retirement plan, and 2/3 of Americans have debt more than they know how they're going to get out of it. And most real estate agents live paycheck to paycheck, right? And as we talk about being in business with the whole agent, looking at your picture on a macro level, I want to challenge you with a thought or something to think about in terms of retirement income and passive income, okay? The average rate of return on a savings account is 1%. The average rate of return in the S&P 500, which is basically the stock market, since inception in 1928 is 10%. So you needed to invest 2.5 million in a savings account that returns 1% to make 25,000. You'd have to invest $1 million to make 10,000, 200,000 to make 2,000, which is not very exciting numbers or returns. Then if you take a look at the S&P 500 and said, if I wanted to make 25,000, I'd only have to invest 250,000. If I wanted to make 10,000 a year, I'd have to invest 100,000. If I wanted to make 2,000, I'd have to invest 20,000. If I just simply have my money in the market. But that also requires you to have capital to invest in the market in order to get similar returns. And capital of whether it's 2.5 million, 250,000 or 20,000 is a lot of money. Most people don't understand how to save for in order to put dry powder to use, right? And we know that the average millionaire has how many streams of income? Okay. 5 to 8. Most real estate agents have how many? In a good month. In a good month. Okay. Now here's where I'm going to challenge you to think is if you don't have monetary capital to invest, how do you create passive income? How do you create passive income? Through profit share. You invest in human capital. Okay, and here's the way I would get you to think about human capital. Human capital is the relationships and reputations that you've built. Okay, and this is pretty tried and true. First share return, I just walked through this with Tino, I don't know, maybe a week or two ago. Because there was some comparisons around what's the value of a capper. The value of a capper in southeastern Wisconsin, no matter the market center you're in, is $2,400 in your first line. Someone who does 1 million to 2 million, a half capper is worth $1,200 on an annualized basis. And someone who's on a team is worth $800. Now, let's say you want to make $10,000 a year in passive income, but you don't have $100,000 to invest in the stock market. How do you do it? It's 4 relationships that can change the trajectory of your passive income. 4.5. Okay, 4. Not 100,000, not 2 million, 4. And there are many people, and I'll use one example specifically. There's an agent in one of our market centers who made $30,000 last year in profit share, and they'd only been in the KW network for 9 months. It was just simply because they made an intentional and purposeful within their business plan. And yet they didn't invest anything other than their time and energy to nurture those relationships, to help someone understand this. Where are you now? Where are you going? And what's your gap? Where are you now? Where are you going? And what's your gap? Because the gap is the objective. And the objective is how do we help you fill the gap to make you more productive today than you were yesterday or through the partnership that you're with. And the beautiful thing from a profit share perspective is you have to consider what are your passive income goals? Can you achieve it through profit share? Can you do it through the reputation that you've built with your peers? And can it help you achieve to what you desire to get done? Another example, I know an agent who paid off their home last year through what they made in profit share over the last 5 years. Someone else who paid off their Ford Expedition through the monthly payments they received in profit share went directly towards reducing their debt liability on the new car. You know, somebody else who's paid off their kids' college education, somebody else who paid off credit card debt. There's a lot of ways the way the money can work for you. And the one thing that I do know, less than 25% of our associates take advantage of the opportunity. And in a week exactly, we will deposit $93,505 to less than 25% of our associates. And that's just for 1 month's worth of results. Year to date, we'll have contributed $175,000 in profit share to KW associates just in southeastern Wisconsin. And so as we talk about being in business with the whole person, and we talk about how do we diversify our income streams, and we talk about how we build our reputation and relationships we have, because our industry is built on cooperation. It's thinking through what is it that this can do for me, because there's a lot going out and there's a lot to be taken advantage of. And I think sometimes we take it for granted, the opportunity that's literally right in front of us, right? And so I wanted to share that in a little bit of a different light to say, like, there's a ton of money getting paid out next week, May 21st. And you'll hear from us probably on Friday or Saturday as to what it is, who's getting that 93,000. And I also think that's a byproduct of the incredible culture and community around the productivity of this group and the community within the greater southeastern Wisconsin area. So I wanted to plant a seed with the group to help you think about that and what that means. And it doesn't really cost you anything the way a traditional retirement or investment account would, because most people, the reason why I don't think they save for retirement, they don't have the income to save for retirement. This doesn't require either. That makes sense? Think about it differently? Sweet. Any questions? All right, weekly snapshot. Not too in-depth from a data perspective, but a couple things to think about. This is the sales absorption rate over the last 24 weeks, okay, aka the last 6 months. Last week it was 14.2%. It was the highest sales absorption rate in 2024.
Why is this important to you? This is the percentage of inventory that goes under contract in a given week. This is a real, true, good indication of demand and rate of sale. The fact that this is still building in an environment where consumers expected rates to go down in the spring and they have not is still healthy for us in southeastern Wisconsin. Okay? Demand continues to build. Now, I expect it to continue to build because in June is typically the seasonal apex of our market. So we have about 2 to 3 weeks before the seasonal apex hits, and demand remains healthy despite the rate market not doing what a lot of people predicted it would do in the first or second quarter. 2, this is an overlay between units under contract and new inventory units. Red is total new inventory on a given week. Blue is units that are going under contract a given week. And then you can see the 24-week trends within the trend line. 2 things to note here. 1, despite the rate of sale, new inventory coming to the market still is outpacing units that are going under contract. Okay. Last week, units going under contract outpaced new inventory units. Something I'll be paying attention to as we head into June. And the fact that new is still outpacing units under contract is healthy, but that gap, if you really look at it, is really tight. It's basically a 1-for-1 trade. Okay. Which means you're going to continue to see heavy demand, heavy competition, and a lot of things probably for the foreseeable future. Okay. 2, I've talked about this a lot in the first quarter, and I want to reiterate a point. This is expired units on a weekly basis over the last 24 weeks. Okay. The amount of second chance opportunities that are showing up are more than there had been over the last 2 to 3 years. Okay. There's 2 lessons in this, and I'm going to belabor this point. 1, many listing agents are overpromising and under-delivering. Okay. Sellers get spooked. They don't think their agent's working in their best interest, and all of a sudden they're looking for a second opportunity, right? The second lesson in this is there are lots of second opportunities in the marketplace right now because I think that sellers are not being set up appropriately. So 1, make sure that you're walking into your listing presentations appropriately so that you don't lose out on that opportunity too quickly. And 2, yes, there is opportunity because there are a lot more second chances in today's spring market than there historically have been in the last 2 to 3 years. Make sense? Now, the challenge in it is we still work. This has not alleviated much because we still have not been able to get to close the gap between the rate of sale and the demand problem and the supply issue being alleviated in the spring market. So we're operating very similarly as we had to what we had been in the last several springs. Long story short, and for my synopsis is, demand remains strong despite, I would say probably people hoping that rates would come down and they didn't, and that the market is driving more competition. We're even seeing that on the internal data that we've been sharing with you on the accepted offers on a weekly basis. I didn't pull it this week just because I'm going to let it breathe a little bit to see if the trends change, because the trends hadn't changed over the last 4 weeks that we've been looking at it. And we've been in this market before, and we'll help you stay ahead of the trends as we dig into the data once May results come out on the second. Cool. Comments, questions? No? Anything? All right. Sweet.
We had no games.
But
We had no games.
I know, but usually this group always has questions. All right, training and education.
Training and education. Yes,
May, it's come and go.
we're in the middle of it, in the thick of it.
Couple things to note, okay? So you should tell your friends. Next week, the 21st, James Shaw is joining us for team meeting at noon. Because he's coming to visit us June 5th at the War Memorial downtown. So if you don't know who James is, he's an incredible individual that helps you create action to your business. Many here, I know James went and visited him in Indianapolis. Chris is a part of his Aspire coaching group, or Inspire coaching group. James will be joining us for team meeting next week to give you a little bit of a sneak peek as to what he'll be discussing when he visits us on June 5th in Milwaukee. Couple other things to note, yeah.
And if you were excited about that profit share conversation and you thought, how the heck am I gonna share this culture with other people in the marketplace? James Shaw is a great opportunity to bring, you can bring guests, just let us know, and we will have an opportunity to introduce them to the level of training and support. What James is gonna be talking about works for all agents. It just lives best in our culture. So it's a great way to show how we are different. We're talking.
Cool. Scott is hosting his budget mastermind this week, Thursday?
Yeah.
From 1 to 2:30.
Yeah.
Scotty?
Be on it.
We will have, be on it.
We've got a lot of people from the region. We've got people from the office, diving in, know your numbers, know your net.
One of the things I heard about something like this is, are you chasing production or are you chasing profit? If you are unclear of the difference, this is a great opportunity. Production's great, profit, literally, you need to think. So.
Maureen's hosting Maureen and Friends this week, Friday at 10 with Rick Rubin, all around perspective in the fast-paced market. Rick, if you don't know Rick or haven't heard Rick, Rick's a very zen person, very calm. And he provides a really good understanding as to what's going on. And his goal is to not talk about his team or his business or anything like that. It's like, how does he approach his mindset in a market where they're carrying 10, 15, 20 listings at a time? And how does he not allow that to impact his relationships? And how does he go through and have those conversations? So Maureen is having this conversation with Rick on Friday via Zoom. If you'd like to participate, it's open to all this month. Next, Tina, we have some upcoming dates as it relates to the Real Estate Investing Monthly Mastermind.
Yeah, so we have our next one next Wednesday. Our group is gaining steam. We had about 30 people in our class our mastermind last month. So I encourage you to come. You do not have to be an investor. If you just want to learn about investing, we've got some great preferred vendors that we've partnered with that can help you from hard money to creative financing, all the pieces. So just come check us out.
Can you bring a friend?
You can bring whoever you like. And here's the great part. They don't have to be a realtor. They don't have to be a realtor from KW, but they don't have to be a realtor at all. So we've got a fireman in there. We have a couple people who's just come from us putting it on their socials. We just want to get together with like-minded individuals and discuss all things.
Great way to bring value to your client as well.
Cool. And then last but not least, we talked about it, June 5th, James will be here live in person at the War Memorial downtown. Registration's now open, and he'll be joining us next week on team meeting to help you better understand what the value that he offers.
And then we talked about it 2 weeks ago. Woo! 15 minutes, you guys will finish up. That was my word. We set a middle gong. A handful of people came to me after we talked about 75 hard for agents. You guys, again, it's not the market, it's you. If accountability is your jam and you're looking for more of it, I know that there are a handful of people who are excited about the 75 hard challenge. Come see me. We'll get you signed up. We'll have the little jackpot that we're doing. And I'm excited to see everybody's business grow out of this. Totally voluntary. We'd love to have you.
Sweet.
Sweet.
When does it?
It's gonna be yeah. We can start it, yeah.
Here's the thing.
Come talk to me.
Every day it's successively less hard.
I'm gonna try
It's easier today. Easier today.
Here's a really good thing though. A lot of people ask, like, I wake up, I don't know what to do. I wake up, I don't know what to do. Or I'm so busy, I don't know what to do. And I think this is just a framework for what action can I take today that's going to help me move forward. Don't think about the 75 days and 6. Think about what's the one day and a time that you can do to implement, to add value to the activity within your business. So MREA notes out now. Make sure you register. We've talked about this quite a bit. And with that, I can go back while you guys talk about coming soon and buyer needs.
And just a reminder, we will not be having a team meeting the day after Memorial Day. So it's with your planning and all that good stuff. That's at the end of May. So, what is coming soon? What do you guys have to talk about? Mark Smith.
We have a Caledonia listing in the late. It goes live on Thursday. 3-bedroom, 3-bath, ceilings, fenced in yard, really nice pool.
Congratulations. And from my seat, I see a lot popping in Caledonia, Racine, Kenosha area. So if you've got people looking, look down there. And if you are an agent who's looking to learn by helping other agents, I've got a handful of super productive agents who need help with showing and buyers. So yes.
Waukesha, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, I'm sorry, bath and half. 350 is coming on the market. Super cute house, super favorite. Schools are amazing. So it's a perfect first time home buyer or small family situation. Super.
Love it. It's the super house. All right. Yes.
Tomorrow we'll go live with a 100-acre listing in County on Saukville. I love this. It has a house. It's been lived in for years, but it's still a house. Targeting developers who can annexed into the village in Saukville. Also have a board meeting tonight to present the subdivision plan. Sellers wanted to test the market. Just under 1 month.
On behalf of Keisha, 47 vote, a bath and a half to be renovated. So it's only on for a year.
Okay. Yeah. We ready to go get it?
Still have an excluded listing in Waterloo. 535.
How many
3
acres?
bedrooms. Quarters of an acre.
3/4. Low percentage.
Yes.
Awesome.
3 bedrooms, 2 full baths.
All right. Well, you guys, you're in 10 minutes back. You are released to the wilds. Go get it. Go crush it. We'll see you on the 21st with James Shaw. Make some money. Enjoy.
I know, I actually.
Here's no other way. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, I was getting a billion emails at the
Done.
All right.
I should have sent to people that I was.
Why am I not?
Oh, shoot.
But sometimes that's the things that are. You're also.
And I